Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I want to thank the chairman, Mr. McGovern, for his extraordinary leadership on H.R. 2722, the Securing America's Federal Elections Act, the SAFE Act. Madam Speaker, we were attacked as a country in 2016. We were not attacked as Democrats or Republicans or independents. Our nation was attacked. Special Counsel Mueller found that Russia conducted a sweeping and systematic campaign to subvert and undermine the U.S. election on behalf of one party and one candidate as opposed to another party or another candidate. But you know what? That should make no difference to us today. It could have been the reverse. And I would hope that all of us would be standing together as Americans to reject foreign interference in our elections. What did the Russians do? Well, they conducted cyber surveillance and espionage and sabotage at the Democratic National Committee, at the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, at Hillary Clinton's headquarters. They injected racial and ethnic propaganda and poison into our body politic through Facebook, through Twitter, through the social media, and then they directly entered into the websites of 30 different state boards of election across the country with varying degrees of success according to how well prepared the different election boards were. Now, in response to all of this, what do we get from the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces? What we get is denunciation of what he calls the Russian hoax. He rejects the evidence offered to him by his own intelligence agencies and leaders. He rejects all of the evidence compiled by Special Counsel Robert Mueller. He rejects the conclusion that there was a sweeping and systematic effort to undermine our election. And so, H.R. 2722 says we need to protect our election in 2020. It is precious. Our democracy is precious to us. So we will promote accuracy, integrity, and security through voter-verified permanent paper ballots and provide grants to the states to carry out the security improvements that we need. It will establish cybersecurity requirements for voting systems and require testing of the existing hardware and software to make sure there's not malware in there, to make sure that it's not being manipulated. And it will implement risk-limiting audits to ensure the accuracy of vote tallies in an efficient manner. Madam Speaker, we have a philosophical difference with our friends. It's not just that the President denied the existence of the attack. The Republican-controlled Senate did nothing. They offered us no plan. They controlled the House and the Senate in the last Congress. They did nothing. They offered us no plan for securing our elections against foreign attack in 2020, which is why we've come forward with an attempt to prevent the attack in 2020. Now, we have a philosophical difference with them because when we say that America needs to act, they say federalism, let every state work it out on their own. I heard one of my colleagues say they're doing a great job at the local level running the elections, but we're not talking about running the elections, we're talking about protecting the security of our elections against a foreign attack. It's like we're saying we need to defend the country, and they say, well, we've got great local police forces all across America. The police forces may be great, but we still need a national defense. The election boards might be doing a good job in some places, maybe others running the local elections, but we still need to protect all of our elections against the foreign attack that was described in detail by Special Counsel Mueller. And there is a constitutional basis and imperative for doing this. I direct my friends to Article 4 of the Constitution, the Republican Guarantee Clause, which my good friend from Illinois suggested may have been the Republican Party Guarantee Clause. And I know he was kidding when he said it. It's not the Republican Party Guarantee Clause. It's a guarantee of a Republican form of government. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. That is a constitutional command that we must protect every state in the Union's Republican form of government. Well, what is a Republican form of government? A Republican form of government is a representative form of government where the voters vote for their leaders. And it is Republican only if the will of the people is properly expressed through an election. We get the will through an election, and it has integrity and accuracy and safety. That's what this bill is about. We urge everybody to support H.R. 20.